What's up, YouTube? Spicy Lemon here, back with another Spunk Devlog. And let me be honest, it's been a while. The reason we stopped Spunk was mainly because we wanted to try something else and dip our toes into the 2D platforming genre. And Emotions is not gone yet, but we wanted to keep working on Spunk, as it's been past the 2-month limit that we set for ourselves. And so, without further ado, we've got so much reworked, and we've got so much other stuff, and we know that you guys really like Spunk, judging by all the older videos, so we're glad to bring this back. So let's just jump right into it.
Spicy Lemon!
Okay, so, the rework. We reworked a lot of stuff, but for the most part, we took out the city. We didn't get rid of Spunk overall, but we realized that other games in this genre don't do this because it's boring. As much as I'd love building a city, it gets boring at times, and I realized that it's not really a unique environment, so much as a fantasy land would. So, we uprooted the city, and now, it's a fantasy world. Different enemies to fight across the land, and different creatures to help you out along your adventure. And we actually have one partner already done, so we'll show that in the next segment. But for now, you are going to be working in a fantasy land. You and your robot brethren will help fight the evil. Well, we're still deciding on that, but it will help you travel across the land in a hero's journey story. So without further ado, let's go look at some of the partners that we have. This is Oogie. We like the name because he's a little timid boy, but his main functions is that he cries a lot. His attack is a supercharged cry blast, which might sound a little gross, but when you think about it, you're just blasting someone with salty water. So that's not too bad. And we realized that his journey will be to become braver and stronger. He doesn't want to be scared as much, and he wants to become a real cool person. We haven't named this species yet, but we do like the look of it, so leave your thoughts down below, and if you can come up with any other characters, we would love to implement them into the game, as this is very cool. But he will be Spunk's first partner. We're not sure where to find him at, but we know that Spunk's first area will be the Mushroom Village, I guess? The Mushroom Village? It's going to be a little mushroom village filled with robots and different creatures such as Oogie, and we might have you meet him as soon as you come in. But if you don't do that, we're just going to have a little main area where you can get fine with tutorials and the story. But here is what the Mushroom Village looks like. Okay, so first off we have some mushroom houses. Right now I made 3, but there are plenty more on the way, and I added cell shading to all of them. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, but from what I see, I really like it, and so do the other members of Spicy Lemon. And from other games that have used this style, they've been well acclaimed by critics. So I figured this would look really nice, and it suits Spunk well, as it's supposed to be a cartoony style game. We also have the shop. Now, we used the text because it was commercial free, but we're going to make a symbol to put there. We haven't really figured out what we're going to sell yet, mainly because we're working on the combat system as we speak, but for the most part, it might sell parts and bolts and stuff like that. Now, about the game change. We changed the genre from a platformer to a 2.5D RPG, and the reason we did this was because we figured that Spunk is a game where you are running around and you're doing tasks to get power-ups and get to learn new abilities. I don't think that would work well with a platformer, and neither did the others at Spicy Lemon. So we all figured that we could do an RPG, and we figured it'd be much better as you can have partners, and you can also have different RPG elements such as battling and story elements as well. We also changed up the story a little bit. You're going to be all robots with creatures that are alongside you and creatures that you have to fight, but we don't want any humans in the world. We realize that humans are going to be hard to make, and we also figured that it wouldn't add as much, why would humans be there in a world with robots in a fantasy kingdom? We just wanted it to be robots because they are much easier to make, and they also are cuter, and they have much more depth to the story. Yeah. But this is it for now. We will make sure to get more content out to you guys as much as we can. We're not giving up Emotions or Spunk, but really we're going to be doing Spunk Devlogs for now because we are really hyped up and we're excited to do these. So without further ado, don't forget, you're amazing.